Hi guys, so today I'm gonna talk a bit about books that I have been selling recently. First off, I'm gonna start with a book I'm putting it on the screen now. I bought it with a bunch of other, comic books, vintage comic books. I still have these ones for sale, but I sold one book. It was these ones are, traditional comic books, but a book like this one on the Adventures of Frankenstein is a real book, if you can say that, a textbook, and I just sold one about the making of the first Superman movie, and I bought that for around $1, and I sold it for $28, and yeah, I'm just excited to see what the other ones here can make. And apart from that, I've also taken a dive into more, older books from the early 1900s or even from the 1800s. I can show you an example of, I'm just quickly gonna show you this. I think it's really nice. It's called Trans-Himalaya by an author named Sven Hayden. I can't remember when this is from, but it's I think it's exciting to dive into these old books because, many of them I don't know anything about. Yeah, this is from 1912, you can see. But I have a few others. This is also a gorgeous example. This is dated from 1896. Handwritten on the first page. It's a Norwegian author and a Norwegian book. But it started with the first handful I bought a few weeks back. There was a book included. It was the Notre Dame book by Victor Hugo that I sold the same day I posted it for around $30, I think. And the customer also bought a book by Selma Lagerlöf, a Swedish writer. So I went out, of course, and bought more of her books. The name is more clear there. When I'm living in Denmark, so maybe it's it's more known names here than everywhere else. But yeah, it's pretty exciting to go buy these books because you can get them for very cheap. The thrift stores, I don't think they have I think they have a hard time selling these books, so they price them very low. So yeah, old comic books and really old books like these ones have been doing okay so far. I'm also trying my luck in recipe books and cookbooks like this one, for example. Big old, not old necessarily, but this was what, $38 retail, and I picked it up for, I don't know, $1 or $2 in the thrift store. It's pretty easy to 10x or 20x. Oh, sorry for my squeaky chair. Yeah, you don't have to sell a lot of these books to break even. If you buy a big pile of books, you just need to sell one and everything else is profit. I wanted to show you, what was that? I can't remember. Yeah, so books have been really interesting to dive into. I just got an offer on the Camus book, The Plague, I think. It's on the Danish title, I can't remember the English one, but I think it's The Plague. I also bought for $1 and I got an offer in $10 for it, so I think I'm just gonna accept that and get it out the door. Another type of paper I have been selling is magazines. I came across a pile of a magazine called Euroman, a Danish one, with 10-20-year-old magazines, all selling for like 20 cents each. And I have a big pile of them still sitting around, but the same evening I posted them. A guy bought 5 of those for like $30, $40, I think. So yeah, it's been really interesting to dive into all the different types of books and magazines, and many of them are just, you know, people have had them lying around their house for maybe many years, and it's not easy to sell in thrift stores, but when you take it from a local thrift store and post it online and expose it to not just the whole country but multiple countries, it's easier to sell them, I think. So yeah, that's what I've been looking into recently. I can give you a little update on the lot I talked about in my last video. I have been selling a few of them so far. Yeah, 2 sets. 2 shirts sold for $18 and 2 other shirts sold for $21. So on my original $158 investment on those, I've already recouped $40. So, and that's just selling 4 shirts. So I still have over 330 to go. So hopefully that's a great investment so far. It's looking very promising. Another $32 flip I just made today, a $32 profit flip, is this pair of vintage rubber boots. It's a pair of French rubber boots. I can't pronounce the name, but I'm gonna put it up here. And I bought those at half price at a thrift store. They didn't have any price on them actually, so when I went to the counter, the sweet lady behind the counter said, let's say $16, and with half price, 50% with with 50% off everything in the store that day, she said $16, so we will meet at $8. Yeah, so I bought those, and they have been gaining a lot of interest, but nothing really serious until yesterday, where someone bought them for $40. That's making me $32 in profit. And what else have I been selling so far? Nothing really exciting. Oh yes, maybe I'm going to mention my flipping of badminton and tennis rackets are still going well. Just the other day I sold, I'm looking all over because I have my computer screen over here, so yeah, I'm just gonna look over there for numbers. And yeah, I sold a Prince badminton racket that I bought for $3. I sold that for $22, and you know, it takes a pretty big box to ship those, but these boxes cost me around $1 or $2 when I buy them in bulk. So yeah, subtracting those few dollars for packing the items, I'm still making quite a lot on these rackets, and I just can't find them anywhere. Thrift stores and recycling centers, and yeah, everywhere they are going for all from $1 to $10, and if you can get the real high quality ones, you can flip them for $20, $30, $40, or even $50. And they're not hard to ship. I just wrap them in bubble wrap and put them in in a large box. I don't fill the box with anything, so they kind of wobble around in the box when I ship them. But I found that until now I haven't had any problems with shipping them that way. The only one I had a problem with was in the beginning when I filled the box with filling materials, and the box came out, the racket came out broken at the customer's receivement of the racket. So yeah, I'm keeping, and I don't know if it makes sense, but you know, if you got a big cardboard box and you put like this, and you put something inside that's like this, if you get pressure from either side, it will not press down because of gravity on the item itself. I think that's working okay so far. I don't know if it's the most optimal way to ship those, but yeah, I think rackets are one of the best profit-wise categories that I have been selling so far. Yeah, so all in all, making a pretty good start to February so far. I have total made around yeah, just below $100 in profit here 5 days into the month. So hopefully we'll get to the $1,000 mark in profit. Maybe not $1,000. Hopefully we will, but maybe a little less. And so the last thing I'm going to talk a bit about is that I probably will use an hour or two delivering items in one of the next coming days. I have had multiple messages on items that's hard to ship well, but the interest came from on 3 different items from 3 different people, all living in the same area, around 1 hour drive from where I live, and I'm thinking about combining all of them and make deliveries to all of them personally. That should make me around $80 to $120, not pure profit, but I will combine the tour with go thrifting, and it's quite a wealthy area they live in, so it would be exciting to see what the thrift stores in these areas have. I have never been to them, so yeah, I'll make a tour of it, and then I'll go look in those thrift stores to see if they have anything more exciting than my local thrift stores, because it's in a wealthy neighborhood. I will also look at the recycling centers where you can pick items up for free. Maybe they are donating items in a bit higher quality. That would be exciting. So yeah, and also I've been going to the recycling centers a bit more lately. I didn't go in, you know, like November, December that much. I mostly went to the thrift stores, but I'm getting into it more lately because I really like the idea of getting something for free and flavored. You have zero cost bound in the item, and you will make 100% profit. And if you don't sell it and it just takes up space, there's no hard feelings getting rid of it. You can just put it in the recycling center again, and it's off your hands, and it costs you nothing other than a bit of time of taking photos and posting it. But so yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.